Everybody has a part in this. Everybody has a role. Okay, celebrate every victory. All right, learn from every mistake and play your asses off.
I got inside access into PLL training camp. Think Hard Knocks, but for the Premier Lacrosse League. I will be documenting one team, the Maryland Whipsnakes. The rise in 2019, the fall in 2021, and now the rebirth. Can this team make it to a PLL championship? We made it. Albany, training camp, day one. The team's coming with 30 players, have to get it down to 25 active guys on the roster, and we're gonna be taking you through the cutthroat process of training camp. We're excited to see this new gen of the Maryland Whipsnakes. Can they get back to the championship?
Even when the pickers start to get like out towards like good to see you, man.
Before we dive in, we need to talk about the history of the Whipsnakes. The Premier Lacrosse League was announced on October 21st, 2018. Heading into the first season in 2029, the Atlas looked like the team to beat with Paul Rabel, Trevor Baptiste, and Ryan Brown. But the Whipsnakes reigned through and won the first PLO championship in 2019. 2020 came, the COVID bubble was invented, and the Whipsnakes reigned true again, winning their back-to-back second PLO championship. 2021, they finished 5-4, got the last seed into the playoffs, made it to the championship game, but lost to the Chaos. In 22, finished their best year yet at 9-1, but lost in the semis to the Water Dogs. And in 2023, having their worst season yet at 4-6, lost in the quarterfinals to wrap up their year. New faces have joined the team. This really feels like a facelift for the Whipsnakes. The Whipsnakes are undoubtedly the best organization in the Premier Lacrosse League, but can they keep that up? We'll find out in this video.
And now, to congratulate the first ever Premier Lacrosse League champion, the Whipsnakes Lacrosse Club.
A couple days before the first game of the season, what's the mindset, headed into year 5?
I'm trying to think. We won 2 championships. We lost in championship, and then we went 9-1.
In the fourth season.
And last year was the 5th. This is the 6th.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
I'll try to help you out with this. Right? It's been completely different. We had 4 really good years, and last year we didn't have a great year. In the off season, we evaluated it. We kind of recommitted to focusing on the things that made us successful. Now we're in kind of game prep mode and defining roles, but it's been refreshing because it's been, the level of intensity and the effort and the excitement is, it's been renewed.
Roll! Let me here.
We're here live in Albany, New York at the Maryland Whipsnakes practice. Cuts were actually last night. They cut Will Manny, Christian Muley, Grant Haas, and then Tucker Dordovic actually got injured on the first practice out here.
The Will Manny, that's probably the biggest shock of this week for me. A guy who's been playing for 12 years, led the Whipsnakes in points last year, gets the release.
Obviously cuts were made, being at the helm of this league. What are your general thoughts on the Whipsnakes this year?
Well, look, the competition in lacrosse is at an all-time high. Yeah. Right now, we're being dubbed across social media as probably the most difficult roster spot to get in sports.
Definitely.
This team's got a real vibe.
Looking at this league mature over the years is fascinating too, because the young talent that comes in every single year, I think this is the greatest draft class in professional lacrosse history. It's just unbelievable, the overall skill level and the influx of new talent too. And we saw a bunch of guys retire over the last few years, and I think the next stars are here to take the league to the next level.
I've been following the Whips all week, and I've been doing a doc on them. They look dialed. But after the Atlas game, I don't really know exactly what to expect. The Whipsnakes are one of the sneakier teams this year. They don't have all the press. They kind of have a question mark. They rose in the beginning of the league, kind of down, and now it's like the rebirth. But then again, the Atlas playing yesterday, we don't even know what to expect.
We don't know what to expect. That's the Mitchell Pehlke Lacrosse Show, the biggest lacrosse show in the sport. You can watch weekly on Wednesdays on the Lacrosse Network's YouTube channel and wherever you listen to podcasts. But the question mark of the 2024 Whipsnakes is a big one. The rise, the fall, and now this year. Going into the first game of the 2024 season, what can the Maryland Whipsnakes prove?
Living with Drew has been like living with my son. I clean up, I wake him up, I get his coffee. Now he answers my questions for me. That's been great.
I know how I feel, Coach. I know how I feel every day.
I hear you. What's it like having the Rainbow Heacock duo back?
Oh gosh, it's fun. It's a full-time job. I'm his babysitter.
That's what he tells the media. Is that true?
No, come on. Our rooms are right next to each other. I wake him up every morning. I drive him to practice.
Was it the same way in College Park?
Oh yes, but even worse. I had to do his homework in college. I had to make sure he ate well. I'm more mature. Look at him. He can't even say with a straight face. I'm gonna start walking to practice now.
Going into this year, it kind of feels like there's a little facelift with the surprise of Will Manny getting the boot. You know, is that surprising for you guys?
I mean, Will Manny's a great player, and our team is just unbelievable. So there's so much talent. So, you know, anything can happen. And, you know, obviously you gotta just trust the coaches and lean on one another. And like I said, he's an incredible player, so he's gonna obviously do well wherever he lands. And,
What was the decision to cut Will Manny?
It was really tough. A guy like TJ comes in, and we haven't had that. It has not existed in our offense since I've been here. A true slick guy at X, and he can do everything. As we went through the evaluations, we're not a team necessarily that would highlight what Will is really good at. It was just, honestly, it was a systematic thing, and we had a really good draft.
Yeah, definitely.
With the 17th pick in the 2024 PLL College Draft, the Maryland Whipsnakes select TJ Malone, TAC, Penn State.
Walk us through the moment you got drafted.
Oh, it was a fun moment. So I had no idea.
You didn't even know until your name on TV.
Oh, I didn't know until my name on TV. Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with the team I got picked up on because I just think it's a really good fit.
Yeah.
And I'm loving the guys so far.
With the 3rd overall pick, the Maryland Whipsnakes select Ajax Zapatillo, defense.
How excited are you to kind of fall into the mold with obviously other two Maryland guys down there?
It's obviously a dream come true, just like even just being in this environment right now and like going and being able to kind of achieve this dream of like being able to play at the next level. It's like a whole just whirlwind of emotion. Honestly, that part hasn't even really set in, like how cool that opportunity is going to be.
What's one takeaway or one goal you have for yourself in year one?
I think I just want to maximize my opportunity. You know, I think I'm coming in with a really unique and very cool opportunity, and I just want to make the most of it.
The Maryland Whipsnakes select Steven Zupicic, long stick midfielder, Villanova University.
You're on the Whipsnakes this year. How does it feel?
It feels like absolutely incredible. Truly a dream come true. So excited for what lies ahead.
And we're going to show you guys what a Whipsnakes lacrosse player gets. We got a full gear bag. We're starting out with the helmet.
These are pretty.
These are legit.
Cool.
These are legit.
Here we go. We got the champion polo right here.
Polo.
I think it's a little windbreaker action.
Whoa! Show the fans. Do you think the Maryland Whipsnakes have the best colorway?
Yeah,
quarter zip,
nice
folks.
and light. You know, if you're out hitting the links one day on like a chilly fall day, look at this.
Fresh champion, folks.
Look at that. That's tough.
These are gonna be Steve Zoop,
yeah.
Late night, just chilling, eating a bag of Doritos, watching.
That's gonna be me laying on the 121 couch, sweat shorts. So these rock. I've been seeing the guys rocking these. So I haven't gotten a pair yet.
Lastly, just a classic tee.
Lastly, yeah, a little classic tee.
If you're a Whipsnakes guy through and through, you know, I'm from Maryland, he's from New York, but now he's a Whipsnakes guy.
Yeah, I know.
That's what he'll be rocking.
Yep, rocking the city that Garrett Nilsson built. We got some PLL socks.
Jersey, first things first. Look at that. What's it like being teammates with Matt Rambo for a week?
Oh, it's been, I mean.
Is he one of the funniest guys you know?
Yeah, definitely.
We're rolling, you know, an essential STX Hyper Power, best in the game. STX RZR2s, can't forget about it. Gray shorts, red tee.
We got the long sleeve. This is fire right here. Hat's pretty nice.
Can you pop that on for the fans?
Oh yeah.
Bing bang.
What can we expect out of 2-6 out there on the field?
I'm just gonna give it my best, try and scoop out as many GBs as possible, try and get a 2-pointer here and there. Ready.
Let's go. How we feeling first day?
It's good. It's fun to be out here. It's all the Maryland guys, so they're teaching me all the lingo. It's pretty much the same thing.
What about these two? Who's easier to guard? Rambo, Heacock?
He was running away from me today.
Let the young rookie talk.
What advice would you give to new rookies joining the team?
Take it all in. You don't get this many opportunities coming into a professional training camp, so if you're there for the team or if you get cut early, but just embrace everything you can. But at the same time, don't be scared to make plays. Don't be afraid to be assertive. Do the right things, do the little things that, you know, really go far, hitting singles, picking up ground balls, and then when you have the opportunity to go score, go score.
Friday practice done. Steven Zupicic, 2 Buckeyes. How we feeling?
I feel great. The body was a little sore this week, but hit the ice bath, hit the foam roller, ready to go.
What are you most excited about in your first pro lacrosse game?
Now that I'm used to the speed, got my confidence back and got my ass kicked a little bit first day, but now I'm really confident. I'm ready to go. I got humble.
You got humble.
Best way possible. Yeah.
Here we go.
That's all 3, 1, 2, 3.
Fire me up, Matt. Hey, fire me up.
think the biggest thing about this Whipsnakes team, and they don't really have this identity. The Whipsnakes roll heavy with the Maryland Terps. If you look back at the 2019 roster, out of the 30 guys on that team, 21 of them graduated from the University of Maryland. And I truly think this year is another year that we're gonna see the Whipsnakes in the PLO championship. I've been around these guys for 48 hours so far, and I truly think they're gonna get there in Philly in September. Diving into their first scrimmage of the year before they play the New York Atlas, the Whipsnakes are coming. Put your bets now. You're not gonna regret it.
Those first few years, we got into the fourth quarter, and if it was we were losing or there was a one-goal game, we won those games. We had all this trust and belief. We made the big plays, and we didn't last year. Yep. We kind of lost that comfort level. We lost that trust. We lost that edge a little bit. We're working to get it back. But then yesterday, when our scrimmage, to me, I walked away from it, and it was just, I was really pumped about the level of intensity and excitement, and we fought for every inch of the field, and I don't think we've ever been the most talented team, but I think in the years we were successful, we were the best team.
Yeah.
What's up, people? This is Mr. Meatcock in the house. Let's go!
Oh, holy Jesus!
What would happen if this thing just let go? I actually felt like I was about.
What's up, guys?
Hype him up, hype him up.
Yeah, let's go, baby! Let's go, Whips!
When you retire, are we getting the YouTube channel?
Yeah, YouTube channel coming at you. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be classy.
What are we calling it? What are you going to call it? Matt Rambo?
It's gonna be rowdy. It's gonna be Matt Rambo's YouTube channel. No frog though.
We gotta see you hit the frog.
I feel this.
Let's go.
What the hell you do?
Look at the chain, right? You see the merch.
I know, but my net doesn't work. Ah, shit.
Let's go, then.
Ah, shit. That hurts my neck.
Rainbow, Heacock, Stags, be like them and get frogged out. MitchellPehlke.com to get your frog tees, hoodies, hats, stickers, and even Mitchell Pehlke Lacrosse Experience tees. The Baltimore camp is coming soon, 16 days away, and we have big names coaching. #1 overall ranked McCabe and Brendan Millen, Maryland star Daniel Kelly, Ohio State stud on defense Kyle Forrest, Big Ten Freshman of the Year Carden Stoller, and yours truly, Craig Allen. Sign up today. There's only 21 spots left. Who's our favorite player on the Whipsnakes?
Matt Rambo. Matt Rambo. Matt Rambo.
Probably Matt Rambo.
Michael Earhart.
We retired.
He did, so I'll say Matt Rambo.
There you go.
Matt Rambo.
Matt Rambo.
Why is that?
He's really good at swim moves. He scores a lot of goals.
Swim moves, I like that. Do you think you can beat Matt Rambo in a 40-yard dash?
Easy. Fastest man alive right here.
How do you think the Whipsnakes will do this year?
Absolutely terrible.
Really? Why?
The worst team in the league? Come on now.
You think so?
Is that a question?
I'm a Whips guy through and through. I'm a Maryland guy.
Oh, it's baby Whipsnakes going down.
How do you think they'll do this year?
I think they do pretty good at it. Matt Rambo just needs a carry.
Like he always does?
Yes, he does.
My big thing is, are they going to be as good as they have been? It's a new team. That defense is a little new, so we don't know what they're going to be like. Yeah. But they got Rambo, so that's always a big X factor.
And what are you most excited to see about the Whipsnakes?
TJ Malone and a couple of new guys. Excited to see them, and Nardell coming back this year.
What are your thoughts on the Whipsnakes releasing Will Manny?
That was pretty tough. He was a big guy for us, so it's a little sad, but you got to let a player go.
I think it was better to keep him, to be honest.
You think it was a bad call?
Yeah. I was shocked.
Was that a good call?
We'll see with his new roster. I'm sure he's not making a dumb decision doing that. He knows what he's doing, so we'll see what happens.
I was pretty mad.
Do you think that was the right move?
No.
If Coach Stagnita's looking right there, what do you got to say to him?
Sign him back.
I saw the notification. I was like, can't be real. How do you release Will Manny? But, that's what this league's going towards right now. It's scary to say. Can the old heads keep up with the youngins? Yeah. And I think it might be a good move, but, someone signed Will Manny. He can't stay all year unsigned.
Do you think the Whipsnakes can win it all?
Yeah, 100%. It's just young roster. These guys are pretty good. I mean, anybody can do anything in this league.
They're going to win everything, dude.
Really? You think so? You think they can make it to the championship?
Probably not. I think the Archers are a big competition this year.
Yeah. The Atlas play the Whipsnakes in the last game of week 1. So we're going to see that Ajax Zapatello against Schellenberger again in the pros. What do you think is going to happen after that?
I know Shelly's got a chip on his shoulder, so it'll be a good matchup.
Any last words for all the Whipsnakes fans out there?
Go Whips. See them tomorrow.
We're underway here in the 4th and final game in our opening weekend from
Albany.
Initial thoughts on the Whipsnakes this year?
I think they got a lot of buzz in terms of, I think it's a revive and a rebirth from where they have in the last couple of years, I would say. I think they're a team to me that's flying under the radar.
They're slept on.
And they're slept on.
They're so slept on.
I think you kind of look back at what made the Whipsnakes so good from the start, and I think it was the chemistry of players at Maryland playing together and kind of having that common bond of how to play, how to act, like culture-wise, and kind of instilling that. And as guys who played college lacrosse, you know that culture and kind of laying a foundation is huge on the success of a team, and it does matter. And I think that has something to do with it.
When you've got the type of athlete that Aiken is, he can handle the 2 games in 2 days, Garg.
Shannon Shuck finally breaks the ice and puts the Whipsnakes on the board.
How excited are you to get the Whipsnakes back to where they started?
Yeah, that would be so cool to be able to win a championship for them. The team's not revolving around the younger guys. I think it's a great mix of some young guys, some old guys, some guys in the middle that have been around for 2 or 3 years. So I think our team has a really good chemistry and meshes really well together.
Shoot this ball. Let's go. Right? We're fucking celebrating, having fun. Let's win this fucking shit. Let's go.
How excited are you guys now as vets, right? Like fucking 30 years old.
I'm 29 for a couple.
I told you,
more
sitting in the
months.
middle, you better watch out. We can get you real quick.
I think it's cool. Rebirth, rename, new colors, new team, new identity. We're ready to go. I mean, it's always special too, like putting the Maryland across your chest, obviously. Playing for the Terps back in the day, wearing that was super special. So now it just means a little bit more. You're playing for the state, you're representing, a lot more than just yourself. So, we're all super excited to get after it and, get this thing started.
Who are the Whipsnakes in 24?
The Whipsnakes tend to be at their best when nobody pays attention to them and nobody cares. But there really is a lot to prove, and it's a different looking team.
I think we gotta get to the right of him. Yeah. Better angle to the right.
They are swinging the ball around all over the place. We're kind of going one-on-one. Let's go. We need ground balls, guys. We need possession.
Spins away from one defender, tries to get under the other and scores!
Let's go!
2-0, the Atlas finish up our opening weekend.
To be 2-0, wow. Back-to-back. I mean, you talk about a gut check, and we pull this off. Just amazing. So proud of our guys.
Good job, guys. You can't be 3-0 till you're what? 2-0.
That's right, boys. Here we go. Balls on 3. 1, 2, 3. Balls.
We fought back, right? I'm proud of the fact that at that point, we could have hung it up, right? But we fought through it. I told you we're going to get better. There's things we have to do better though. We'll look at it and we got to work on it. We lost the ball and unsettled a couple times, throwing balls to poles, all right? Missed a couple opportunities, shot the ball high to high, just some little things, right? All shit that's fixable, okay? I think that's a pretty good team. At the end of the day, you made it a game. You got back in it, we fought, all right? And we're gonna get better, and we're gonna learn from it. It's that simple.
We were down 10-1, everyone was positive, everyone's heads were up, and we all fucking fought. Bring that to next week. Up the first quarter, second, third, fourth quarter, let's bring it to Charlotte. All right, here we go. We're 1, 2, 3.